Scientists listening out for broadcasts by extraterrestrials are struggling to get the computer hardware they need, thanks to the cryptocurrency mining craze, a radio astronomer has said. SETI, search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Researchers want to expand operations at 2 observatories. However, they have found that key computer chips are in short supply. We'd like to use the latest GPU's graphics processing units, and we can't get them, said Dan Wertheimer. Demand for GPUs has soared recently thanks to cryptocurrency mining. That's limiting our search for extraterrestrials. To try to answer the question, are we alone? Is there anybody out there? Dr. Wertheimer told the Newsbay. This is a new problem, it's only happened on orders we've been trying to make in the last couple of months. Mining a currency such as Bitcoin or Ethereum involves connecting computers to a global network and using them to solve complex mathematical puzzles. This forms part of the process of validating transactions made by people who use the currency. As a reward for this work, the miners receive a small cryptocurrency payment, making it potentially profitable. GPUs are high-performance chips and aren't just used for powering video games. They may be stacked together by Bitcoin miners, radio astronomers, or others interested in processing large amounts of data for certain applications. At SETI, we want to look at as many frequency channels as we possibly can because we don't know what frequency ET will be broadcasting on, and we want to look for lots of different signal types. Is it M or FM? What communication are they using? Explained Dr. Wertheimer, who is chief scientist at the Berkeley SETI Research Center. That takes a lot of computing power. He added that, at some telescopes, Berkeley SETI has around 100 GPUs crunching data from large listening arrays. These arrays can pick up the faintest of radio frequencies that have been flung across our solar system from elsewhere in the universe, often from natural phenomena such as collapsing stars. The SETI scientists are currently trying to improve their capacity for analyzing such data at 2 observatories, Green Bank in West Virginia and Parkes in Australia. But they have been hit by the GPU shortage. We've got the money, we've contacted the vendors, and they say, we just don't have them, said Dr. Wertheimer. Earlier this year, there were reports that video gamers had been hit by a sudden rise in the cost of GPUs, thanks in particular to a rise in Ethereum mining, which can be done with chips aimed at consumers. At the time, major chip maker Nvidia said that retailers should make arrangements to make sure gamers' demands were met. In a conference call last week, Nvidia's chief executive told investors the company was working really hard to catch up with supply and get GPUs to the marketplace. Other radio astronomers have been affected. A group looking for evidence of the earliest stars in the universe was recently shocked to see that the cost of the GPUs it wanted had doubled. We're in the process of expanding our telescope. We got a grant from the National Science Foundation here in the United States to do so, said Aaron Parsons at the University of California at Berkeley. Professor Parsons' radio telescope, the Hydrogen Epoch of Ionization Array, HERA, is an American, British and South African project located in South Africa's Western Plains. It has been designed to listen to low-frequency radio waves emitted by the radio-ionizing hydrogen gas that permeated the universe before the first stars and galaxies formed. GPUs are needed in order to bring together data from HERA's many small radio telescopes. This synthesizes a much larger array, offering an especially wide field of view peering out into the universe. 3 months ago, the HERA team had budgeted for a set of GPUs that cost around $500, £360. The price has since doubled to $1,000. We'll be able to weather it, but it is coming out of our contingency budget, added Professor Parsons. We're buying a lot of these things, it's going to end up costing about $30,000 to $1,000 extra. He also said he was concerned that future work could even be stopped in its tracks, should the GPU shortage worsen. Thanks in part to a recent boom in the price of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, mining cryptocurrencies has never been more popular. While Bitcoin miners have largely moved on to specialized ASIC chips that have been designed from scratch to support mining, it's still possible to use GPUs on the Ethereum mining network to lucrative ends, according to cybersecurity expert Matthew Hickey at Hacker House. You can use GPUs effectively to turn a small profit. You're not going to make millions, but if you put 12 or 24 GPUs together, you'll make back the cost in 6 months, he told the Newsbay. GPUs are versatile, he added, pointing out that cybersecurity experts sometimes use them for password cracking experiments, in which computers make many millions of attempts at breaking into a system. But Mr. Hickey has also noticed that GPUs are now being sold on sites such as eBay at inflated prices. It's becoming increasingly difficult to find suppliers and cards, he said. Are you involved in scientific research that has been affected by the GPU, graphics processing unit, shortage? Please share your stories with us by emailing haveoyoursa at. Please include a contact number if you are willing to speak to a Newsbay journalist. You can also contact us in the following ways.